So ask away. I met Tan for coffee to find out what was going on with him because of all his ranting and horrible language that he was using, attacking everybody and anybody with the most vile language, right? So I just couldn't understand what happened to him. I just didn't recognize him, didn't know what he was up to. So because he just said a nice message to me a few months ago, I just wanted to find out what was going on. So he invited me for coffee. He set the time and the place and said that he had to go somewhere for 1 o'clock, but I might want to tag along. But he didn't say where he was going. So I went and met him, and at my place, coffee place, and he was just the same Tan as in the speaker's corner. He wasn't talking to me normally. He was just basically repeating everything that he'd said before. And then he just said, I've got to go around 1 o'clock. I'm going to stop them praying at the, around the street, up the street. And I didn't know. He said, you probably want to film it, but stand back or something like that. So of course I went to see what he was going to do, not knowing. I'd never been there before, and I started filming. And what he did, I had no idea what he was going to do. And the next thing you know, I'm getting verbally attacked by this girl from the shop. Very aggressive, didn't know what she was about. Of course, I denied being with him because, she was intimidating, to say the least. And then it went on from there. Tan was doing his thing, then she grabbed my phone. I got it back, but the footage that is shown is after she's taken my phone from me, the black girl, and me getting my phone back because I just thought she was going to smash it. And then she shoved the stuff over Tan, and everybody was around and talking stuff, and I was just filming, just keeping filming of everything. And then the guy went to pick Tan up, brought him towards us, and I just did that's assault, putting your hands on him, and it went from there. And the guy, the Shrek, who punched me, he was there. He never said a word to me. I didn't say a word to him. He was just loitering around, but not doing anything. And the next thing you know, he swung up my camera, flung it out of my hand, which I thought he'd broken it. So I gave him a tap to his stomach, which was just a reaction because it pissed me off. And that was the last. Then I felt an incredible blow to the left side of my head, and that's it. And Tan just carried on. I guess he checked to see how I was. And then he started carrying on with his performance. And then a few of the Muslims who were there told the person that was trying to help me to leave me because I apparently am a racist, which is not actually true. And he's vile behaviour. And it's disgusting, really. It's disgusting.
What about Tan saying he set you up?
God. He said to me, nothing happened to me, something happened to you, right? And when I asked him to come with me to the ambulance, he wouldn't come with me. He carried on his stupid chanting and whatever the hell else he was doing while I'm lying there in agony. And then when I asked him where he was, he just sent me a message saying, nothing happened to me, something happened to you. So, and that was it. That's the last I heard from him. And days later, he'd gone back to Speaker's Corner, and there was Jamie and Danny were there, and they hadn't heard any of the stuff that Tan had said. They heard none of the speeches, none of the crap that he'd been spewing. They were just going there. I didn't know anything about what, I was surprised to see them standing by him. And so then obviously the guy nicks Tan's iPad. And of course the police naturally go for the victims and shoo them out, leave the criminals alone who've taken the iPad. So that night Jamie wanted to talk to Tan to try and get an understanding of what he was talking about with all the words he was using, what he was talking about, what his whole point was. And then when he asked about me, he said, Tan, what happened to Amy in Soho? And he said, I let the dogs out. And Jamie said, what? He said, I let the dogs out. He repeated it, and he probably said it about 4 times. And and he claimed that it was something. What he said after that. It's all on Jamie's live stream. But with all the situation, if you look at the footage, you can clearly see that the whole thing was choreographed. The black guy, the black girl, the white guy, the guy from Speaker's Corner, they were all coordinating the attack on me, and until the hit happened. And that guy didn't hold back. He gave it everything he had. So the scum that he is, he needs to watch his back. Watch out, because the police are now deciding to get a bit active. They're getting a bit bored. So when they get bored, they decide they want to start looking like they're doing something important, which is hassling law-abiding people. So anyway, Tan is scum. He's a vile, I don't know, I have no, well, he doesn't exist to me anymore. I never want to see him again, and he better not come anywhere near me if he knows what's good for him. Cheers.